You know them as Hebrew Israelites. What the Hebrew Israelites have preached isn't something new, but it was new to social media. And so a lot of people that had never heard the message or had never focused on the message began to pay attention, more attention, closer attention. One thing that I am wholeheartedly in agreement with, and we're going to focus on that today. For some of you, maybe you've heard it before. For some, it may be eye-opening. But I believe, due to my study, I've come across some information that I believe is irrefutable, if not near irrefutable. And that is that the slaves, transatlantic slavery, those slaves are Israelites. And that if you're descendants of slaves, you're descendants of Israelites. Descendants of Hebrews. Now, at one point, I was aware of this. As I began to move forward and study, I did come to the conclusion that maybe some were. I wasn't quite sure about all. But now I hold a position that all were.
Shalom, shalom. Hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. It's your brother Qadar Shahan here, coming at you with a real quick lesson. First things first, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash, which in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew tongue is the correct name of the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit. I'd like to give double honors to my teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which I learned is truth. I want to send sincere salutations to the brothers pushing this truth all across the four winds in truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, and shalom to the Akim Aqua, who's listening, learning, and studying to show thyself approved. Shalom. Today I'm going to get into a real quick lesson centered around this opening clip that you just seen. And it says, Pastor Fred Price Jr. agrees with the Hebrew Israelites. Now, it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time. And now you agree? Like me personally, in my walk, I don't know if it was just the spirit of the Lord on me as a youngin', but I always felt like we were the children of Israel. So every time I was in church, I would be nodding off, dozing off. I would like, man, I'll be thinking in my mind like, it'll be interesting if he read it like we're the people, but they never do read it like we're the people. They read it like we're like in the third person or something, like they're the people and we're reading about. No, if he would have read it like, nigga, we're the people, then I would have been more interested. I always knew it. The Lord put it up. Ever since I was little, I'd just be thinking to myself like, nah, we're the lost tribe. But I couldn't articulate it. You know, had that zeal, but not according to knowledge, so I really couldn't just pinpoint and say this is how and this, but now I can by growing up and reading and studying. And the crazy part about it is, for some reason, my mama used to tell me, like, I always knew what the mark of the beast was, man, before I even came into the truth. So when I was on my journey to seek the Lord, and I hear Israelite camp, you can ask the brother Tay Yasharala, because we started off with Watchmen for Israel. And then like I always knew the mark of the beast was the RFID microchip or something along that line. It's gonna be a physical mark that's gonna be under the skin or in the skin that's gonna affect your payment from buying and selling. I always knew that since I was young. My mama used to tell me that. And then had one pastor that used to say that, prophesied that a long time ago, and it just always stuck with me. And I always knew that was it. I knew it was it. So every time I came into the truth, and once I started with Watchmen for Israel, I learned a little bit from them, but then it started staggering off because all they do is like to cut people. But once they started talking about the MOTB and it's not the chip, I called the brother up like, yeah, I can't do them. I was like, nah, they through. I can't do it, bro. This is not it. And then we ended up finding GMS, and it was like all the way there. The whole 100% truth. Like it was like, it just felt that filled that void that I was missing, man. But like the thing is, people are waking up to their Hebrew Israelites, and this pastor, of a mega church, his father Fred Price, I think he passed away, gave the church to his son. He probably about to lose a lot of followers, probably get his 501c3 cut because he's believing, like, he's teaching that the so-called Negroes from the transatlantic slave trade are indeed the real Israelites, the Jews, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And a lot of people are waking up to this from him because they've been taught plantation Christianity, and that you never hear that we're the Israelites in Christianity. In most churches, they say those people over there is the Israelites. But people are waking up to the fact that we are the children of Israel, and it's basic. You should have been known that, but in the scriptures they don't like to read the Old Testament in these churches. They always jump straight to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and the rest. But it tells you plain as day, man. One of the first precepts that came, this is kind of like a back to the basics lesson, man, because we indeed are the children of Israel. And like some of the precepts that like made me know for sure and gave me that yeah, I can articulate it now. I don't just have a zeal. I actually have a zeal according to knowledge now, man. I actually have the knowledge to back up. I am the children of the Lord, and I always been wanting that and needing that. And thanks to the Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, he sent it to me, man. But like all you gotta do is go to like some of the first precepts, man. Like in Deuteronomy 28 tells you straight off the bat, like if you read that spiritually, this is you. This is you. But let's grab this first. Let's grab Baruch 3:8. It says, "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity." Man, this is a sign to let you know who the children of Israel are. We are yet this day in our captivity. Now, we're no longer picking cottons, but hey, we're slaves to these jobs and to everything. We slave under everybody. Cause shit, the Esau put everybody and everything above the Israelite man. He got the women above the man, which that's a part of the curses. This in Deuteronomy, that lets you know who the Israelites are. Whenever the woman got more power than the man, the woman can pass the man, or she trying to rule everything, happy wife, happy life, that right there lets you know who's in power and who's who, if you was to read the scripture spiritually. But a lot of people don't read that. But it says, "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and for a curse." See, this is a part of the curses. The Lord scattered us, man. We had our kingdom, the northern and southern kingdom. The Lord scattered us all over the world to all different nations through different captivities, man. It says, and to be subject to payments. And that's exactly what we are today. We're subject to payments. We got to pay for water, gas, lights, house, taxes on the house, taxes on the land, you got to pay for a phone. You got to pay for food. Man, you got to pay for gas. Like, you subject to payments, man. And a lot of these things you don't even have to pay for. You shouldn't be paying for water when it's abundant on the earth. You shouldn't be paying for lights whenever, it's energy over here, like free energy out there. This is how you know that we're the people of the curse. We're the people of the curse because we fell off from seeking the Lord and started seeking other people's idols. And the Lord took the kingdom away from us, man. This is how you know that you're a children of the Lord. How we're the people, Yasharallah, Israel. This is one of them precepts that came to mind. Like, man, this is a basic precept, but it lets you know who you are. We're yet this day subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, for which departed from the Lord our power. Just like I said, this is all upon us because we fell from our power. Our forefathers chose heathens over the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It says here, Israel, the commandments of life, give ear to understanding wisdom. So you got to have wisdom to understand this. Therefore, there's a lot of people who still don't even know that they're Israelites. That's because they lack wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. There's some people that got, damn, what is that word? Man, it's like whenever you can tell them something over and over, you can hit them with as many facts as you want, and they still won't believe it. Because they got brainwashed through generations and generations of people saying, nah, you're a Hamite. Nah, you're a heathen. You're not the people. So once people start telling you that they are the people, that you're chosen, they don't even want to believe it because, what is that called? I think it's called like cognitive dissonance or something like that, loosely paraphrasing. I can't even, I can't think of the word right off the bat. It'll come to me though. But yeah, you can hit them with as many facts and show them so much scriptures in the Bible, and they still won't believe they're Israelite. But all you gotta do is look at the curses and see who that fit. Subject to payments, scattered all over the world. Man, that's us. Held for a reproach. That's Jake. That's the Negro, Latino, and Native American all day long. Let's get another one. Let's get Lamentations. Lamentations 5 and 4. It says, we have drunk our water for money. See, we have drinking our water for money. We got to pay for water. We shouldn't be paying for water. It says, our wood is sold unto us. It's trees everywhere. Why do we got to pay for wood? We're supposed to cut a tree down and plant 6 more. The scriptures say that should be free. Everybody should be having a house for free, man. Building made out of wood and stuff from the earth. But yet we got to pay for it. We drink our water. It says we have drunken our water for money. Our wood is sold unto us. Our necks are under persecution. Who is that? Whose necks is under persecution? That's Jake, man, all day long. All day long. I mean, you be nervous, biting your nails just because you got to drive down the street. Because you know police harass any black man who's in the car. And if you got a nice car, they're really going to harass you. How you get this? Whose car is this? I done got pulled over a lot of times for that. This is a nice truck. Whose truck is this? You know, a truck is a horse to a country boy. And they love that. They're like, how you get that, boy? Who that nigger on that nag over there, boy? See, that's our necks is under persecution. They about to come down on us hard because the world is waking up to who the real children of Israel is. It says we labor and have no rest. Who labors and have no rest? Who wakes up before the cock crow? Who wake up before the rooster? That's Jake. Come home when it's late and dark. That's Jake. Have no rest. Can't even sleep. Operating on 3-4 hours of sleep because you gotta deal with your household, kids, and wife, and and just things of the world. You're operating on 3-4 hours of sleep, and you still gotta wake up and try to be Superman and push through the day, and everything and everybody's against you. That's the Israelite man, man. That's the Israelite. It's mainly the Israelite man. But like, if you gotta pay for your water and pay for your wood and this, that we're under a curse. Everything is sold unto us. That's just a couple precepts that, like, once you come into this truth, it lets you know for a fact that we are the children of Israel, man. This is us. It's not them. They some imposters over there. Let's get Haggai. This is another good one. This is kind of like a back to the basics, man. It's Haggai 1 and 5. It says, now therefore thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. Ye have sown much and brung in little. Who sow everything and get half of it taken from them by taxes and all kind of stuff? As much as we work and do everything, we should have way more, but it get taken from us. We sow in much, but bring in little. It says, ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ooh, everybody, Jake struggling. We gotta make, man, we gotta make $1 out of 15 cents. We gotta making scraps into a whole meal. That's Jake right there. Ye eat, but have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Your Salakia. Salakia had to take that call. But it says, reading on, Haggai 1 and 6, says, you have sown much and bring in little. We don't get, you work every day and you don't get enough what you work for. Ye eat, but have, it says, but you eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not full with drink. Ye clothe you, but where is none warm. You know, Jake got that favorite shirt or favorite drawers or favorite pants that you wear to falling apart. You really ain't got enough money to just go splurge on some no stuff, so you gotta just try to keep it as fresh as you can. That's Jake all the way through, man. Reading on, it says, but there is none warm. It says, and he that earneth wages to put it in a bag with holes. That's exactly Jake, man. You try to get the bag, but you got hole in the bag. Your money just keep falling out. Like, you got to pay for something. You gotta get this. You gotta get that. You can't do that without this. You gotta pay for this, and then you left broke. You gotta go back to work and do it again. A cycle of bullshit, man. That's Jake, man. That lets you know who the children of Israel is. It says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways, man. We're supposed to be considering these things like, man, this is happening to me. Why me? Why? Because you're the children of Israel. That's why, man. And people are waking up to that. And there's still a lot out there who don't know or don't want to know. They're like, I don't believe it. Nah, I was told I'm a nigga. I'm a Hamite. Nigga, I'm an African American. I ain't no Hebrew. That's what they say. Let's get another one though. Let's get the classic, man. Let's just go ahead and get it, because this is the main thing. Deuteronomy 28. If you read 48 on down, you can't deny that this is you. But let's start here at 43. It says, the stranger that is with thee shall get up above thee very high. That's us to the T. Who's above us very high? It seems like he can't be touched. But nowadays, he seems like he's falling down. He's getting a little closer. That's Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Our evil twin brother. He's above us, man. Very high. He rules the world right now. You know, this is part of his blessing. You know, you get the fatness of the earth for a time, but our blessing is coming afterwards, which we're going to get everything forever. And I can't wait, but until then, hey, we got to go through these curses. And we're at the end of it, man. They're slowly getting on to Esau now. It says, the stranger that is with thee shall get above thee very high. Even these heathens, when they come over to America, they get above us. Next thing they come, they get some loans, they get some grants, then they got a story the next day, and they making money off of you, Jake. That lets you know, if you can't get up and you redlined and blackballed to getting loans and grants, but heathens can get it, some ooga booga niggas can get it, some ashy feets can get it, but you can't get it, that lets you know it's something about you that they don't like. And that's the fact that you're the children of Israel. It says, and thou shalt come down very low. And look at Israel, man. We're the lowest of the low as a nation right now. When you got spokespersons like Diddy, Sexy Red, Suki Hana, all these rappers and niggas, Charleston Whites and what's that weirdo nigga named Antoine Daniels, and these niggas for leaders. And Israel is at a very low place right now. We came down very low from that king status that we had in the ancient, from King Solomon time, King David time, man. We got down very low. Then the scriptures say, I done seen princes walking on the grounds and servants riding on horses. Them servants riding on horses is Esau right now. And the princes that's walking on the ground, that's us, man. That lets you know who the children of Israel is. If we, as a nation, is in bad case, who as a nation is in bad case all over the world? Jake. It says, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. Who we got to come to for everything? If you want to borrow some money to get a business, you got to go to a bank that's owned by Edomite. You can't eat. You got to go to the DHS, who they give you food stamps. They loan it to you. It says, and he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. And right now, they're the head and we're the tail. But it's slowly reversing. People are starting to see who Esau is, and starting to see who the real children are. So it's slowly reversing, but until the time when Yahweh Shah crack them skies, he's going to be the head, man, because this is his kingdom. It says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep the commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And Jake's still doing that to this day. They in a fucked up position, and they still doing the same old thing instead of coming to the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua. Jake is stiff-necked and hard-headed. That lets you know that's Jake. You doing the same old thing that don't work. That means you're insane. You're crazy. And Jake is that. The Lord said he'll heal the land and give us back our land and give us back the power. And one day, all we got to do is stop, turn to the east, and pray to the Lord. Something is that damn simple, man. And Jake can't do it. That lets you know who the children of Israel is, man. It says, to keep thy commandments and his statutes which they have commanded thee, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever, man. Where's that one precept at? There we go. Just jump down to 48. And this is a big point right here. This is let you know for sure you the children of Israel. It says, therefore thou shalt serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. The Esau, Edom. We served him in plantation, not Salakia, in captivity, man. In the transatlantic slave trade, as a slave, man, we served him. Therefore thou shalt serve thy enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness. So we gotta come to this devil for everything. In thirst, we gotta buy water, buy shit from him. In hunger, we gotta buy our food from him, get our food from him. Cause like Jake don't got land where he got cows and sheep and goats and stuff like that. And if he do, he still owe Esau. He had to get that from Esau. He had to get a loan to get the land, and he's a farmer. And you gotta be like you gotta get permits and everything from that. And Esau could take that right from you. Matter of fact, they did that in the C-19 stage, around the C-19 time. And they're still taking land from Jake and other farmers. It says, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness, and for the want of all things, and shall put a yoke of iron on thy neck until they have destroyed thee. Now, who in history ever had a yoke of iron on their neck? Now, they didn't have that in the Holocaust. So how is them people over there the children of Israel? They don't even call themselves Israelites. They call themselves Israelis. They not the people. They call themselves Jew-ish. Which if you look up the definition of ish at the end of the word, it means like or pertaining to. So they ain't the people. They ain't have no yoke of iron on their neck. Matter of fact, let's go to the internet and get yoke of iron, which I already got it. First thing you see, slaves, a yoke of iron, a Jake right here with a chain and a yoke of iron on his neck. That only happened to Jake. So that should let you know who the children of Israel is. But I'm going to end it there. This was like a little back to the basics. We are the children of Israel. For those who's new and waking up to this, read Deuteronomy 28 in its fullness and write down them precepts that I just went over, because that proves that we are in our captivity, man. Like this is our captivity, and this is we're the children, man. The Bible tells you clear as day who the children of Israel is if you look for it, and if you have the Spirit of the Lord on you. Like it's plain as day. To read this and say it's not, the Lord blinded you with a deep darkness, man. But I'm going to end it there. This one meant to be long. I would like to say, Kal Halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakakodash Kwam Yasharala Wa Shalom.